Jayce, a character often overlooked, but who is also the centerpiece and overall catalyst for the events of Season 1, and which I don't put lightly. His influence over the magical elements of the show and the choices that the council make are apparent, and he plays a part in a huge portion of the characters' lives, whether they love him or they hate him. Jayce, nicknamed the Golden Boy, is a very popular man in Piltover, but for a time this wasn't the case. When he was younger, he and his mother were caught in a snowstorm, seemingly far from any help or civilization. After his mother collapses, a hooded man appears carrying a staff and gives us our first viewing of the magical side of the show. He protects both Jayce and his mother and leaves, leaving Jayce a crystal and an urge to learn about magic. Our first altercation between Jayce and Vi and Jinx comes in the first episode, where the group from the Undercity break into Jayce's workshop and steal different items from there. Powder tries to take multiple of his crystals but drops one, causing the explosion of his workshop and sends the street below into a panic. Vi, Jinx and the rest do escape, but Jayce is left to take accountability for the explosion. Even while being prosecuted, he continues his interest in magic and tries to hone the magic through science, even after Heimerdinger's words against it. He later brings the Hextech to a public level and gives the main speech on Progress Day. He becomes an extremely popular figure in Piltover after the time skip, where the nickname of Golden Boy is given to him. Over the course of the show, he builds a relationship with one of the council members, Mel. Their friendship sharply becomes romantic and she becomes a huge part of Jayce's life and influences his decisions. But Jayce's relationship with his friend Victor is the most important to him. This is built from the early controversy surrounding Jayce's interest in magic, and they form an immovable bond over the course of the show. One of the most intriguing scenes in the show is the scene with Jayce and Vi, two characters you wouldn't expect to work together up until this point. They attempt to stop Silco's production of Shimmer and fight the Chem Guards in one of the best scenes of the show, in my personal opinion. The music, animation and general progression of the two characters enhance the scene, making it extremely memorable and important. Jayce, overall, doesn't get mentioned as much as the other characters, but ironically, he is the cause of the events of the show. He created the Hextech, and though he wasn't the one to use them for evil purposes, his construction of these magic-filled crystals was already risky, because there was always the prospect of them getting into the wrong hands, which is exactly what happens. With the events of the final episode, we are left to wonder, will we see Jayce in Season 2? It is hard to comprehend how he'd survive such an explosion, but with the magic in the world of ARCANE, I guess anything could be possible. Thanks for watching my video, and if you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like and subscribe down below. This is the third video in my 4-video run on the Netflix series ARCANE, so the final video will be out very soon, so keep an eye out for that. See you all later.